Hey there, real quick before we begin, you're about to watch a live stream, which means you're really kind of behind the scenes here because these lessons are usually watched in the archives, but you're here for the live taping of them. So if we mess up really bad, we're probably going to chop that out, but you're going to get to see all of our bloopers and mistakes. We'll also chop this off, so no one is going to see this part of the lesson but you. And because you're behind the scenes, you're probably going to ignore my instructions when I say, like, pause the video and go practice or whatever. You can if you want. It's just that everyone in the chat room then will be in different places in the video. That's fine. When you want to join us live again, go down to the bottom of the video, click on the live button, and that should take you straight to where we actually are now. So now here comes the part for everybody else. I'm really glad you're with us. The archives are fine, but my favorite is talking to you live. So see you in the chat room. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and as you can tell from the countdown clock here, the lesson is about to begin. If this is your first time playing piano, welcome. I'm very excited for you. You're going to do great. Hopefully you already received from us the welcome packet in the mail, and maybe you even got started on the Absolute Beginners video pack to teach you the names of the notes and things like that. But if not, that's fine. You'll do great. I'll show you how to play all the notes. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause the video or rewind it and go for the more difficult parts. You can always pause the video or rewind it and go for the more difficult parts. And even if you only learn a little bit of this song and you don't learn the whole thing, you'll still learn enough to help you build skills so you can learn other songs faster in the future. So jump in, give it a try. You're bound to end up at least a little bit better than you even are right now. Throughout the lesson, I may refer to Klopple Academy, and you can check out that link on the website if you want. Basically, it's a program that takes you all the way from learning the names of the notes, the very beginning, through 12 levels of classical and jazz music, through all the skills that you would need to become a professional pianist. So you would learn all the same stuff that you would learn if you're taking regular traditional piano lessons, probably plus a little bit more, but it takes about 5 to 10 years to complete. So you can just try out the first level, see if it's the kind of thing that you like, or if you just care about today's lesson and learning this song, then just ignore all those references and focus on today's lesson. If you're watching this at LearnPianoLive.com, there should be a PDF and an MP3 button right next to this video. The MP3 is a play-along track that you can use to practice more after the lesson, but a lot of students like to print out the PDF right now so they have it during the lesson. Careful, it could be up to like 30 pages, so just find the couple pages that you want and print those out. If you decide not to, that's fine. I'll show you all of the notes on screen as we go through it. And we will be going through 5 different levels of this song that all use the same play-along track. So even if you've never played piano before, you'll still be able to do level 1. And then as we go through level 2, 3, 4, and 5, then when we use that same play-along track, you just keep playing your same version. If you're watching this lesson in the archives and you have a question during the lesson, then feel free to click on that survey button. And at the end of the survey, there's a place for you to ask your question, and I will do my best to get back to you with the answer to that question. But if you're with us live as we're recording this today, then feel free to click on that chat button, and you can talk with all the other students who are logged in during the live lesson. And if you have a question about the lesson, then you can just go ahead and type that into the box that says, Ask Jamin a Question, and we will do our best to answer that question live in the lesson. All right, I think that's the end of the boring stuff. I'm ready to learn a song. Stay tuned at the end of the lesson and I'll show you how to win more points and earn more prizes next week. But for right now, let's get this party started. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and this is the incomparable Kendra.
Guess what? I just watched the Les Miserables movie for the first time.
Oh.
I think, okay, so it was for a couple reasons. One, it was recommended. Two, I had just seen Hamilton, and I was on like a musical
Yeah.
roll, and then I realized what a depressing movie it is.
Yeah.
And then I didn't realize.
Over and over.
Yeah.
And it's long.
Yeah. We split it into 2 nights, so
Yeah.
it was not all in one sitting.
Yeah, you could split it into like 10 nights and still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought it was gonna be like this great story. I had no idea what it was. So that was fun.
Yeah,
and
kind of.
learned that there are other musical things besides Hamilton in the world.
Oh, because you've never been into musicals.
No, I mean, I went to Phantom of the Opera, but I was pretty little.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, not like super little.
Well,
but...
welcome aboard,
Thank
friend.
you.
It's good to have you.
Oh,
Yes,
thank you.
We're all about musical theater in our house. So, today, hey, Clavel, good to see you, buddy. I like that pig. Why are you saying moo? It's not pig. You're supposed to say oink. You weirdo.
Moo.
He's a penguin. Maybe it's like they all just sound the same to him. I don't know. Anyway, we're supposed to be playing Old McDonald, and that's going to start on a C. So in order to find a C, you're going to take any group of 2 black notes, like those or like those. Just don't use a group of 3, because that's going to mess you up. But if you use a group of 2 black notes, and then you just take the note that's on the left, on the lower sounding one, and you drag it even farther to the left, so you're even lower, that's going to be a C every single time. So you're going to play that one, and you're going to say out loud, as we always do, old. And then when you play it again, you're going to say Mac. And then when you play it again, you're going to say Don. So I'm pretty sure most of you, if you can get to a C, can already play Old Mac Don. So that's the goal for right now, is to play Old Mac Don. And when you play it along with the track's going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Old Mac Don. So that's your job, is to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, Old Mac Don. Let's try that right now with the track. If you're watching this in the archives and you can't play this yet, make sure you find your C, pause the video, and practice this as many times as you need to. And if you're live with us, just try to get to that C on time, and let's count it together. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Old Mac Don. So that's the one. Okay, nice. That's all. So we're just gonna play that one more time. We'll go with the track, and let me see if I can turn the track up too a little bit. Here we go. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Old Mac Don. That's the goal right there. So then, and we can go a little bit louder with that track too. After that, we're gonna have to make a big jump down. So even farther to the left, we're gonna go from here, skip over 1 note, skip over 2 notes. We're gonna go down 3 notes. So from the C all the way down to this note, which happens to be called a G, and we're gonna say Ald right there when we play the G. So here's the goal. We're gonna play Old MacDonald. Okay, so there's a lot of notes left in the song, but this is gonna be a really important part of the song, is going from a C to a G. It's gonna kind of happen a whole bunch of times in the future. So we're gonna play down to that G, and if you go up 1 note when you're on that G, if you go up 1 note to the right, you'll land on what's called an A, because in the musical alphabet it just goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So it's kind of weird, but the A and the G are right next to each other. So if you go 1 note up from a G, you'll land on an A, and you're going to say out loud, had, and then you're going to play it again and say, and then you're going to go back down to that G and say, farm. So all together, that would be Old MacDonald had a farm. And you're almost done with the song at that point. All you have to do is know that at the end, we want to land on a C just like we started on a C, but we got to play 2 notes before that. So we're going to go up 1 note and up 1 note. These are the 3 notes that we're going to use to end the song. We play 2 of these, we play 2 of these, and we play this one, and that's it. And that, if we say the words out loud, that's E, I, E, I, O. So E, E, D, D, C. And then after that, you just got to do the same exact thing that you already did. So you play it twice in a row. If you can play the first 2 lines, you basically have the whole entire song. Let's try that with the track. We're going to play the first line 2 times in a row. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Old MacDonald had a farm. Up to that E, E, I, O. Do it again. On that farm he had a dog. E, I, O. And we're almost done with the song. What I told you before was that G and that C were really important. right? So now we're going to use the G and the C back and forth. We're going to play G and say with, and then play it again and say and then we jump up to a C and say woof, woof, here. The exact same thing with different words is 2 G's and woof, woof, there. So 3 C's after that. So we're gonna go from those G's to those C's. So it's kind of a big jump. So that one might be a little bit tricky. You might wanna get your left hand ready on that G and your right hand ready on that C with a woof, woof here and a woof, woof there. And then the next part is gonna be all C's all the way through the whole entire thing. So the hardest part of this next line is just making sure that you line up the words with the notes, because you already know the notes, it's a bunch of C's. So here a woof, there a woof, everywhere a woof, woof. And it might help to first try clapping this before you try playing it, like this. With a woof, woof here and a woof, woof there. Here a woof, there a woof, everywhere a woof, woof. And then once you can do that with your hands and clapping it, here a woof, there a woof, everywhere a woof, woof. Then you just do the exact same thing, but instead of clapping your hands together, you're just gonna clap your hand down on that C. And then the good news is, even though there's a lot of notes left in the song, there aren't, because these are the same notes that you already know from the top part. So the part that goes, Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, is the same exact thing you're gonna play down here. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. So you're gonna play the first part twice, then you're gonna play the parts with the G's and the C's, and then you're gonna play the first part again. So we're gonna go through this one more time, but of course, if you're watching this in the archives, make sure you pause the video and practice this thing, because it's a whole lot of notes, even though it does repeat a lot. Trying to get the order right is really tough. And if you're here live with us, then just play all the notes that you can. Don't worry about the ones that you missed, even if you only get 1 or 2 notes. Let's try this thing all together. Here we go. 2 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a dog, E-I-E-I-O. Here's those G's and those C's with a woof, woof here and a woof, woof there. Here a woof, there a woof, everywhere a woof, woof. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. So like I said, it'll probably take a lot of practice. I know, buddy. Well, hurry up. We got to get to level 2. But first, I want to show you someone who's been practicing a lot. JT's been working on the Super Mario Brothers ground theme. Check it out. So if you also didn't eat it, don't feel it, bye. Way to go, JT. That was awesome. Kendra, tell us about our weekly activity.
This week is the Grand Staff Spelling, and if you write the names of the notes, they all spell words. Find the words and tag Learn Piano Live when you post a picture on Facebook or Instagram, and our mascot Penguin will hook you up with 150 bonus points. Won't you, Clawful?
And that's a super great one if you're practicing, if you want to be on like level 3 or level 4, because that's what level 3 and level 4 people go through all the time. But right now, it's time for our feature of the day. And today is going to be Kumbaya or Thumpkin. So there are 2 songs that you need for this game. You're going to try to beat Kendra in this, though she's very difficult to beat because she's really good at these games. But there's 2 songs that you need. Kumbaya, which goes like this. Kumbaya, Kumbaya. Hopefully you've heard that one before. But then the other one is, where is Thumpkin? Where is Thumpkin? Here. So if you know those 2 songs, you should be able to play today's game, which is either Kumbaya or Thumbkin. Which one am I playing the beginning of? The trick is I'm only going to play 2 notes for you. So I'm going to play 2 notes. You tell me, is this the beginning of Kumbaya like this? And so you got to like try to sing along. Or is it the beginning of Thumbkin, which goes like this? So here are your first 2 notes. Kendra's going to be playing along with us. Here we go.
Oh, hey, Jamin,
Yes.
I have a quick question
Yes.
from the chat asking what's the E-I-E-I-O part of the song?
Oh, like what are the notes?
It just says like what, maybe
is
like
the
the part
E-I-O?
of the song or like what is it? Yeah.
So it should be like a couple E's and a couple D's and a C. Can you throw the keys back up there? I'll show them real quick. Thanks for asking that. Anytime you have any question, of course, ask it in the chat. And if you're not live with us, then just fill out the survey at the end of the lesson, and we'll get the answer to your question. So this should be right here. Should be E's right here, which is 2 notes above a C. That's the note that we started on, because that's the one we want to end on. So we're going to go up here and play 2 of these, and that's E, I. And then 2 of the D's, and say E, I. It's tricky also because when you play an E, you say E. So the words happen to be like the word is the note that you're playing. So that's kind of weird. So you're going to play E and say I, and then you're going to say E, but this time you're not playing an E, you're playing a D. That's kind of confusing. But you're going to play 2 Ds and say E, I, and then when you say O, you're actually going to be playing a C. So this happens with all the songs that have like letters inside of them. Like the alphabet song, that's even crazier when you gotta like say the whole entire alphabet but play different letters. Never mind. You asked about this one. I'll stick with this one. E, I, O. That's the way the end of it goes. Now let's get back to Kumbaya or Thumbkin one more time.
But what does it mean? What does E-I-E-I-O mean? Yes.
How many years have I sung this song?
I know. I have
Why
no
would
idea.
they do that?
Right.
Surely it means
Are they just
something.
like random like vocal
I don't know.
stuff?
Maybe that's like what they used to think of like country people saying. It's like E-I-E-I-O.
I
don't know.
That's probably it.
I'm making stuff up now.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll need to write that down and think about it. I have no idea. Maybe someone in the chat can look it up online or something. Maybe there's some meaning behind it. Anyway, so Kumbaya goes like this. And whereas Thumbkin goes like this. Okay, Kendra, so here's our first 2 notes right here. Again. And one more time. Does that sound like the beginning of Kumbaya or Thumbkin?
I think it's Kumbaya. I got really unsure there
job.
right after I said it. I was like, oh no, was that wrong?
You got it right. Hopefully you got it right at home too. But if not, that's all right. Here's another round. Oops, sorry. One more time. Okay, that one. And one last time. Sounds like Jaws, actually. What is that, Kumbaya or Thumbkin?
Thumbkin?
Where is Thumbkin? Where is Thumbkin? Yes.
I keep second guessing myself. I'm like, oh, I know it. And then I'm like, wait a second.
Go with the first one.
Okay.
But also try to sing along. If you're playing along at home and you find it really difficult to play these games, then always try to sing the words out loud. Sing the notes back after I play them and sing the words, and that should help you too. Okay, so one more. And one more time. What do you think?
Thumbkin?
It is indeed. Yeah. So hopefully you got one of those at home. Maybe you got all 3 of them. It's hard to beat Kendra on these games, but if you got any questions about how to do that or any of our other games, then you can send us your questions in mailbag.
If you'd like to win an extra 750 points by being the mailbag winner, just fill out the survey at the end of the lesson, or send us a message anytime during the week using the contact button at the top of the page.
And today it's from Pony Piano, who says, Dear Jamin, how many kids do you have? The answer is we have 6 kids, ages 3 to 10, and we have a turtle, and we have a dog, and now we have 2 kittens, and they're adorable. And I didn't think we'd ever have kittens, but then the kids were like, there's a kitten and we can get a kitten. I was like, no way, no kittens. And then they showed me a picture of them with the kittens. And I was like, okay, we can have one. And they're like, you have to get them in twos. I'm like, that's not a thing. And they showed me a picture of them with the kittens. And I was like, they come in twos. So now we have 2 kittens and a dog and a turtle and a hamster named Snickerdoodle. It's a busy, crazy, loud house, but we have a good time here. All right. Let's do a little bit of secret information.
Secret information.
And today, in our top secret information file folder, we have our top secret folder. Today, the information about our song that's a secret that not very many people need to know. In fact, nobody needs to know. But if you're a super, super secret piano player, you would know that this song is what we call, stop making fun of me. This song is what we call an AABA form. So AABA is really important. What that means is you're gonna play a section and we're gonna call that, I don't know, A. And then you're gonna play that exact same section again. And because we're playing the same one, we're gonna call that A as well. And then you're gonna do something that's not A. We could call that B. And then at the end, you're gonna do the same thing that you did at the beginning, so we call that like A. So in this song here, like if we can put the PDF up, here's how it works. This top section up here, we would call this the A section. Right here. And because we do that again, we call this the A section. And then this section right here isn't anything at all like the A section, so we'd call that the B section, but at the end, we do the A section again. So really, like when you know that a song's an AABA, don't try to learn the whole song. All you really want to do is learn one of the A sections and then learn one of the B sections, and then you can just repeat it. It's a pretty common thing. So you'll notice a lot of the songs that we do are actually AABA songs. The next thing in our top secret folder about this song. Ooh, this is a big word. Yeah, not very many people know this one. This song uses what's called the pentatonic scale. The pentatonic scale means there's 5 notes in the scale. The only notes that you're gonna need to use for this song are C, D, E, G, and A. And pretty much these 5 notes right here are always going to sound good together. So they're really common notes to like write songs with. So if you're wanting to write your own songs and stuff, try using the pentatonic scale because you can pretty much play them in any order and it's going to sound really great like this. I don't know, you can just like pick any random notes when you're using the pentatonic scale. It's always going to sound good and usually be pretty easy to sing too. So pentatonic scale, great for writing songs, and it's actually what a lot of the songs that we do here are made up of. Pentatonic scale. And what was the other one? I forgot already. It's so secret. Oh, our AABA form. Those are the 2 pieces of secret information. I say, let's take this time and find out who won the raffle. Chord Jam. You're awesome. Let us know what prize it is that you want. Let's go to level 2.
Transitioning to level 2. This may be confusing to level 1 students, so please continue to practice the level 1 version. or visit learnpianolive.com/level 2 for a detailed explanation on how to level up.
So sadly, the lesson preview has come to an end, and it's time to say goodbye to everyone watching the free streams. Of course, paying subscribers at learnpianolive.com can continue watching this lesson and several hundred others like it in the archives. So come on over and check us out. And if you like what you saw, at least like and subscribe, and then tell your friends to head on over to learnpianolive.com to start enjoying this journey with us.